Everybody knows that electricity is everywhere. Electricity is in the walls, in the ceilings, in your body even. In the future, artificial intelligence will be everywhere. Sensors placed throughout the environment to make things live. For example, smart roads. Roads will have sensors embedded in them, so we'll know exactly where the traffic jams are, the choke points, we'll know exactly where the traffic patterns are. And cars, of course, will be driverless for the most part, meaning that when you want to find a parking slot, you simply talk to your car and say to your car, find a parking spot. It scans the city with artificial intelligence, finds out where to park the car, and again, it parks itself. Later, you simply talk to your wristwatch and call for your car once again. So the bottlenecks, the choke points, will be alleviated with artificial intelligence. For example, delivery systems will be, for the most part, done automatically and also by drones. Drones can deliver packages in the air, and it's going to relieve the traffic jam on the streets if deliveries can be done automatically by drones and by artificial intelligence systems. And of course, people like Elon Musk have the Boring Company, where they even expect to drill underground in order to alleviate some of the traffic bottlenecks that we have plaguing the cities.
Traffic is soul-destroying. It's like acid on the soul. It's horrible. This is, I think, finally, there's something that I think could solve the goddamn traffic problem.
And so there's not going to be one magic bullet. Not going to be one magic bullet, but a combination of driverless cars, smart roads, delivery systems which are automatic and artificially intelligent. So the combination of all these factors will help to make the city more livable. Science and technology, that's where wealth comes from. But that occurs in stages. Stage one was the Industrial Revolution. We physicists worked out the mechanics of steam engines, giving us locomotives and machines. The second era was the electric era, when we physicists worked out the light bulb, electricity, magnetism, dynamos, television, radio. That's a second stage. The third stage is today, where we have the quantum theory giving us lasers, transistors, the internet, this conversation made possible because of the quantum theory. The next stage is artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and biotechnology. And we see the beginnings of that revolution now. Artificial intelligence systems will be everywhere in the future. In 2050, we'll have fusion power. That is energy from seawater, the hydrogen from seawater, energizing our machines, giving us almost unlimited power for free. Then we'll also have quantum computers that are more fantastic than any silicon computer of today. The future of the internet will be not digital, but mental. We will mentally control the internet by thinking about it. Elon Musk is already investing in a company trying to lay the foundations for some of this. It means that in the future, you walk into a room, mentally turn on the internet, mentally communicate emails, download films, interact with people, mentally. And so this, we think, is going to be the future of society. And then you may ask the question, well, what about jobs? What are people going to do with all these wondrous technologies everywhere? Well, there are three kinds of jobs that are not going to be replaced by artificial intelligence. N-O-T, not going to be replaced. First is jobs involving blue-collar manual dexterity, non-repetitive jobs like carpentry, like gardening, like a plumber, picking up garbage, sanitation workers. Robots can't do any of these things. Robots are adding machines that do repetitive work. These are highly skilled, non-repetitive blue-collar work. Second, interactions with people. That is mentoring, human resources, lawyers. Lawyers will have a job because somebody has to argue to a judge. Robots can't do that. And then third, intellectual workers, the innovators of Wall Street, the innovators of capitalism. I think Hollywood has jumped the gun, scared the pants off us by giving us movies like The Terminator, which seem to indicate that robots are going to take over immediately. Wrong. We have to realize that robotics and artificial intelligence is just beginning to flourish. For example, our most advanced military robot, if you put them in the forest, our most advanced military robot has the intelligence of a cockroach, a bug. Even a bug can hide in the forest, find mates, find foods, find shelter. Our most advanced military robot in the forest simply falls over and can't even stand up again. However, I do believe that one day they will be as smart as a mouse, then as smart as a rat, then as smart as a rabbit, then as smart as a dog or a cat, and finally, perhaps by the end of the century, perhaps as smart as a monkey. Now, at that point, they are potentially dangerous. But again, not dangerous for many, many decades into the future, because you see, monkeys are self-aware. They know they are monkeys. Now, dogs are confused. Dogs think that we are a dog. That's why they obey us. We're the top dog, they're the underdog. They're confused. Monkeys are not confused. Monkeys know they are not human. And so when robots become that intelligent, again, maybe 100 years into the future, I think we should put a chip in their brain to shut them off if they have murderous thoughts.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.